Okay, so this is on page 18, and we're going to cover lessons B7 and B8 in this video, and it should go pretty fast. So today we're talking about the power rule for finding derivatives. But before that, before I even tell you what it is, we're going to do these two sets of exercises where in this set, we are given a single term, and we're going to convert it to ax to the n form. Okay, so for this first one, so the a is going to be 4, and then x to the negative 1. Okay, since the 1, since the exponent, since it was in the denominator, we're going to bring it up to the top, making it negative. Okay, and I'll try not to over-explain here because you've done this sort of thing before. This next one, a is negative 2/5 x to the negative 3. Okay. The third one, a is 3/7 x to the negative 5. And go ahead of me, guys, if you'd like. Negative 1/9 x to the negative 7. Okay, now we're getting into radical territory. So this is 1x to the 1/2. Okay. This one is 7x to the 5/3. Okay, this one here, so the a part is 1/5, and then x to the 3/4. Okay, now we've got 3/2 x to the 4/7. All right, now we've got a radical in the denominator, so the exponent's going to be negative, a fraction and negative. 1/5 x to the negative 1/2. This one, x to the negative 1/2. This one, negative 6x. Okay, and finally, 4x to the negative 9/2. Okay, so in order to use this thing called the power rule, we are going to first need for our terms to be in ax to the n form. So our terms are going to need to look like this before we use the rule, which I will introduce shortly. Okay, now after using the rule, oftentimes, especially in delta math, they will want you to convert back from ax to the n form to having a term without negative or fractional exponents. So in this set of exercises, I'm giving you a term in ax to the n form, and we're going to convert it to a term without negative or fractional exponents. All right, so I'm just going to go down and do all of these. So this is 5 over x. Oh, that's the same as the first one. Okay, now we have fractional exponents, so we're gonna have radicals. 4th root, x to the 7th, 2 x, and okay, so I'll do this one, 4th root of x to the 7th over 2. Okay, negative. Okay, and now for these last 4, we have our exponent is both a fraction and negative. So we're going to end up with a radical on the bottom. So this is negative 5 over. Okay. Okay, and then this is 2 over 3. Okay, guys, so there's those. Now I will tell you what the power rule is. Okay, so power rule for finding derivatives. If you've got y equals ax to the n, so if you have a term of this form, ax to the n, then the derivative function y prime is equal to a times n x to the n minus 1. So if you're in physics, you might already know this, but so what you do is you take the old exponent, bring it down, take the old exponent, multiply the coefficient by it, and then the old exponent goes down 1 to make the new one. Okay, so moving to this page, page 19, we won't do all of these. We'll just do the ones that I highlighted here. Above this bold line, our terms are already in the form ax to the n, and then below we're going to have to convert first. Okay, and guys, if something is in the ax to the n form, it is a one-step derivative. Okay, its derivative is just one step. So all of these are just going to be one step. So here is the first one. All right, so we've got f of x is x to the 10. Actually, let me just kind of write it. All right, this is optional, but I'll show the 1. Okay. And then, so f prime of x is, you do 1 times 10, or 10 times 1, 10x, and then the exponent, you subtract 1 from it. So our new exponent is 9. Okay, so this is the answer to the first one. Now we'll go to the fourth one. Okay, and so the fourth one, we are starting with, we've already got ax to the n form, so I'll go directly to the derivative. You're going to multiply 3 by the old exponent, which is negative 1/2. So our new coefficient is negative 3/2 x to the, I'll do this actually in 2 steps. So it's going to be negative 1/2 minus 1, which is 2/2. Okay, so what we end up with is f prime of x, negative 3/2 x to the negative 3/2. Okay. Excuse me. Alrighty, now we'll do number 9. Okay, number 9 is not in ax to the n form. So first, so there needs to be, so it's not a one step. This is not a one-step derivative because it is not an ax to the n form. So first, I need this move where I put it in whoopsie, that's negative 23. Okay, so I put it in ax to the n form, and then, so now this is a one-step derivative. So f prime of x is negative 23rd x to the negative 24th. All right, I multiply my coefficient by the exponent to get my new coefficient, and then I subtract 1 from my old exponent to get the new one. Okay, so, all right, let's do 11, 12, and 14. And then I think I'll stop the video after that, guys, and not move on to B8. All right, so here's 11. Again, this is not a one-step derivative. So first I have to rewrite negative 7/2. So first I am rewriting in ax to the n form, and then I can take the derivative. F prime of x is, so I multiply 11 times the old exponent. So my new coefficient is negative 77/2 x to the, so it's going to be negative 7/2 minus 2/2. That's negative 9/2. Okay. All right, now 12. So 12, guys, there is no x part. So writing a constant in ax to the n form, it goes like this. You do the constant and then x to the 0, because x to the 0 is just 1. And then we could do the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to 5 times 0 is 0. So 0x to the negative 1. because 0 minus 1. But guys, this is just 0. And you will, in the future, this will be really fast. If you see a constant, you'll just know that its derivative is 0. Okay, and now we just have one more. Okay, so this is 14. This one is not a one-step derivative because it's not an ax to the n form. So I first rewrite it. So f of x is 2/5 x to the. Okay, and now I can go right into the derivative. So f. All right, so 2/5 times negative 3/4. This is negative 6 over 20 x to the, all right, so negative 3/4 minus 4. Let me actually do this, and because I'm going to have to reduce that later anyway. So let me show that. So negative 3/4 minus 4/4. So I've got f prime of x is negative 3 times x to the negative. All right, guys, so yeah, I guess we won't do the next lesson. We'll just leave it at that.